What is up, dudes? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Jaws, and in today's video we're going to be checking out the top 5 newest Minecraft mods of this week. And dudes, I have some crazy mods in store for you. But before we get into all that, make sure to like, comment, and hit the subscribe button with your face. I don't want to see any fingers on the subscribe button, only your face, okay? And just a reminder, if you want to check out any of these mods for yourself, they will all be linked down below. I highly recommend checking them out because they are very small mods and they're wonderful. They're like literally these are some of the best mods I've seen in a while. So go show them some support, okay? So the first mod we're going to be checking out is called Blossom and Bite by Philip XVZ. This mod is available for version 1.20.1 on Forge, and it is an overhaul of the Cherry Grove biome. So this mod overhauls the Cherry Grove biome by adding 4 new mobs, a new food item, a weapon, and a couple new items. The first 2 mobs that this mod actually adds are the snail and the white deer. These can be found all across the Cherry Grove biome, and there's no drop for the white deer, but if you kill the snail, there's a chance that you will get a snail shell. And what you can do with this shell is if you take it over to a crafting table, you can throw in some iron and iron nuggets and get yourself a knuckle duster. This is a powerful weapon that doesn't do a whole lot of attack damage, but it attacks super quickly and is useful for taking out mobs if you just want to spam click. The next thing this mod adds is cherries. Cherries are a food item that you can harvest off of the leaves of cherry blossom trees. They have a relatively high chance of spawning and you can eat them for low hunger. But what you can also do is take them to a crafting table, put them in the middle, and you can craft yourself a cherry bomb. With the cherry bomb, you can hold it down like a bow in your hand by holding right click, and when you release, it will fire a cherry bomb forward and explode an area, destroying everything around it. It does a good amount of damage. It's not crazy damage like TNT, but it's still a good way to take out mobs and destroy areas. Now, in my opinion, one of the coolest things this mod adds is the cherry ent. This is a walking tree that will spawn naturally in the cherry grove. It is completely peaceful, and you don't even give me wood if you kill it. So I don't know what the point is, but it's kind of a cute little guy, and he just chills out. And finally, the last thing that this mod adds is the Grim Blossom. The Grim Blossom is a zombie type creature, but he's super buff, he's massive, and he's neutral, so he won't attack unless you attack him. But if you're trying to fight him, you're in for a good fight. He does around 6 hearts of damage with no armor on, and it takes a good second to kill him. So that wraps it up for the Blossom and Bite mod. Now on to the next one. The next mod we're going to be checking out is a little bit more intense. The next mod is called the Croker by Puff Gaming 81. And it's kind of a scary one if I do say so myself. This mod is also only available for version 1.20.1 on Forge and adds a crazy frog monster to your world. So the Croker is able to spawn anywhere in your world during daytime and at nighttime, but at nighttime it's so much more creepier. Once this guy locks eyes with you, it's wraps. You're done, because he'll initiate a scream with you and then chase you down forever. Like you're not getting away. He'll leap at you and do all these crazy attacks, and there's no way you're getting out. Now, if you do have some good armor, you might be able to battle it out. I personally tried it. I couldn't do it without a little help, so I gave myself full resistance. But if you decide to battle it out with the Croker, he is very hard to hit. Does so much damage, and he's basically unkillable. He's got at least 200 or 300 health. But if you do manage to take him down, he doesn't even drop anything. He just drops a good amount of experience, and that's all. Not even a cool weapon or nothing. So, you know, if you're down for a good horror experience, you could download this mod, try it out, add it to maybe your horror mod pack. But I don't know. I wasn't able to kill it by myself. I don't know if you will, but, you know, good luck if you try. That's pretty much it for the Croker mod. That's all it really adds, so let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So the next mod we're going to be checking out is a little quality of life mod. So this mod is called Immersive Damage Indicator by TXNI. This is a super nice, sleek mod that adds a damage indicator whenever you hit something from close, far away, and it has some really cool features that I want to show you. But first, this mod is available for versions 1.20, 1.20.1, and 1.21.1 on Fabric, Forge, and NeoForge, so everyone gets to check it out. And as I said earlier, this mod adds a sleek damage indicator that tells you exactly how much damage you're doing whenever you hit a mob. It works for fists, swords, it does everything, and is super helpful when you're not sure how much health an enemy is at, because you can keep track of how much you've done and how much is left. So like Husks, they have 20 health, so if you're doing 8 and you can see that, oh, you know, 12, so maybe 2 more hits left. So it's a really helpful mod, and one of my favorite features is that if you crit someone, if you get a critical hit on an enemy, it does a big red number with an exclamation point next to it. And especially with bows, since, you know, bows you're usually hitting from so far away, you don't even know how much damage it does, because sometimes there's damage drop off. But with a bow, if you hit a mob from far away, a giant red number will pop up, so no matter how far away you are, you know exactly how much you hit the enemy for, which is so useful from far away if you're trying to shoot something with a bow, like a skeleton from up top of a mountain or your house or something, and you know exactly how much damage you hit it for. Is just a really helpful tool. So I highly recommend this mod. It's a very simple damage indicator mod, and honestly it's one of the better ones I've seen, because the other ones can be ugly and have a lot of clutter, but this one is sleek, nice, and really simple. Alright dudes, so the next mod we're going to be checking out is called Orcanes by FlyGrabber1. This mod adds a bunch of new types of sugarcane that you can grow crazy stuff on, and it is available for versions 1.21.1 on Forge and on NeoForge. So this mod adds a bunch of new types of sugarcane into Minecraft. You can get diamond ore sugarcane, you can get glowstone sugarcane, you can get any type of ore in sugarcane form, and also any type of valuable resource in Minecraft in sugarcane form. So that being like ender pearls or blaze rods or stuff like that. Any ores or valuable resources you can get in sugarcane form. So these sugarcanes can grow anywhere. They don't need to be next to water. They don't need any specific light level. They just grow anywhere, which makes them incredibly OP. The only downside is, in order to get the resource that you're growing, you need around 8 of the sugarcane. So if you're growing the diamond sugarcane, you're going to need 8 of the actual leaves in order to get 1 diamond. So it's not super overpowered, but there's still some balance there. And there is one full block that this mod adds, which is the fertilizer ore, or the ore fertilizer. So to craft this, you need a bunch of different ores, and once you put it below any ore cane or resource cane, it will grow much, much faster. So it speeds up the process, lets you get resources easier, and makes this mod a lot less challenging. There's an obsidian orcane, there's a netherite orcane, so really once you get enough resources to craft one, it's kind of, you never need to go out like for netherite again or obsidian again. You can just sit there, wait for it to grow, and get it for free. So this mod is super worth it for your world, because the canes are actually really easy to craft, it gives you resources pretty quickly, and it's just a really good bang for your buck. The fifth and final mod, but arguably one of the most unique mods of this video, is going to be the Wishing Fountain by Poison Sheep. This mod is available for version 1.20.1 on Forge and adds some really cool features, so let's check them out. So the main thing that this mod adds is a fountain. I know, it doesn't sound very interesting, but it actually is a really cool feature. So what you have to do is you have to build a 3x3 square with smooth quartz, fill the inside except for the middle block with smooth quartz slabs, and then put a quartz pillar in the middle. Then you have to waterlog all the slabs and build up the pillar 3 blocks high, put water on top, and then throw a heart of sea in the middle. And once you do that, you will have your very own wishing fountain. So here is the original appearance of the fountain. And you can actually customize this fountain with 2 different items. The first one is Nep's decoration, which makes a design like this. I think this might be a type of anime character, and you get a special achievement to go alongside it. Monokuma thumb drive, which changes it into like a teddy bear in a chair, which I'm pretty sure is also an anime character. I'm not sure how to get these items, but I just wanted to show that you can change the appearance of the fountain. So dudes, the main purpose of this fountain is to find different structures and biomes. So how this works is you have a recipe, which I highly recommend downloading JEI to figure out, because apart from that, there's another way to find out. A recipe for a wish, as you could call it. And once you put these items in the fountain, they will stick there, and then it will craft you a map to go to a certain place. So here we have all these different recipes for different places, and let's start out with one. So if we grab an emerald and then a melon slice, so if we throw it in, there goes the melon, then the emerald and sparkles, and then we get a buttle ship or something. It's really just a map though, so when you click on it, it will give you a jungle map, and it will show you to the nearest jungle. So this is for biomes, but let's do an example of a structure. So if we get an oak log, a crossbow, and an emerald, we should be able to make our way to a structure. So if we throw the log in, then the crossbow, then the emerald, we get another brutal shift. Oh, this is for a pillager outpost. It's kind of close, so let's go check it out just to prove that this actually works. So if we head up the mountain, and there it is. So yeah, you can find any structure within a ore biome within a 10,000 block radius with this fountain and using the specific recipes. So dudes, this mod is super useful for getting around your world and exploring stuff. And honestly, it's really balanced because you need a crap ton of quartz to craft it. And then on top of that, you got to get the emeralds and all the materials. So I think this is, honestly, it's just a top tier mod in my opinion. So that's it. Those are the 5 best mods that came out this week. I think they're super sick. Not a lot of people know about them, so definitely go check them out. And if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Please hit that subscribe button with your face, and also go check out these mods with your face, I guess. But yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, guys, and stay fresh.